Wonder where's my co-host? Has anybody seen my co-host? I'm searching for my co-host. Knox.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm searching my co-host, wondering what's happening, what's happening. Yeah, man,
No.
topic na kaya run.
Why?
What SOS for my co-host.
Why is my phone so low?
People probably get going. I already know that Nicole and I are gonna disagree on the topic. So people just stay tuned and know that we're gonna strongly disagree. But
Why?
this
Why you
was
think we're gonna disagree tonight?
but we always disagree. I don't know why.
That's true. True. Hi, Chef. Hi, Nicola.
I guess we're an example of tolerance and understanding to each other. So we always tend to disagree but then agree somewhat. So
You
European
know what?
people, European, we are here. Max, you look like you have internet problem this week, man.
It's just that you're extremely low.
I'm low.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm turning up my phone. Look if it's you. Because my volume is bulk.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, but you're still a little low to me. I don't know if I'm me. And then Mona has to come onto your live.
All right.
So I hope she send you the request and not me because I'm not the one hosting it tonight.
Or I can send her the request.
Okay.
Oh,
So
somebody asking what's the topic. Jump in it, Nicole. Jump in.
hold
Send her
on,
the
Oro.
request.
You're extremely low for real. I don't know if it's my phone.
All right. Give me 2 minutes. Let me get an earphone to just plug in so I can use.
Hold on. You normally did use it every week?
No, I'm not sure why this week.
I don't know if I'm me.
Let me get the earphone. They said they're not here, so let me get the earphone.
Hi, baby girl. Who you're not hearing? Is it me or is it Ken Roy that you guys not hearing? Remember, guys, to share the live so that we can have more members in. So for those wondering, the topic tonight is it best to date within your culture?
All right.
Let me see if you get better. Who you guys not hearing? Oh, they said they're hearing both. Okay. I guess it's me. I guess it's just me. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So yes, remember to share the live, guys, so we can have open conversation. All right, Simona sending me something.
More say easier in both of us. Um, Real Mona.
Mona so that she texts you because she's texting me and I'm not the one doing the live. So every time
So
I'm answering her, it kicking me off.
you're hearing me now, Nakua?
Yeah, I hear you, but it's just that it low. I guess it's my phone, whatever. All right, let's get into it. So you have this started off raw. Every week I come about woman to start off in God, no man God make first.
To the real Mona here, let me send her a request. All right. So this week's topic, while Mona is about her special guest is about to join us. This week's topic is it best to date within your culture? You understand? This is a very important topic because especially for those in Jamaica, the green card is a big thing now. It's true. Man and woman, first time it was woman alone who had have the green card idea. Now man and woman have pick up this green card mentality. Everybody want to go to the big land or wherever looking for a better life. Nothing is wrong with that. So we want to know, is it best to date in culture? What are the don'ts?
Oh,
What are the cons?
Hi Mona,
you're
you
breaking
keep
up.
breaking up.
I know I'm driving, but give me 5 minutes before the connection get back good. Everybody,
Uh,
can right?
Hey Mona, you good?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm there in the traffic. I'm there in the traffic. Eh?
Tonight topic I go blazing.
What time you gonna get home, Mona?
I got me yard. I rode my day. Me
Lord.
I got me yard.
Somebody,
Why Mona the on her phone, Jesus, Anna drive, Lord Jesus, please to protect her.
No, I'm in a traffic. Me in a traffic. Me in a traffic. Me in a traffic. Go on top, man. Me can't. Me there. Me barely a move. Me in a traffic. Me a cruise.
all right, just make sure you're safe while you drive.
Please.
I am. I
So
am.
Knox me kick it off and me give them the scenario. So I hear time now, cause
Run it again. No. Run it again. Run it again. Cause
Thank you
you
very
were
much.
breaking up.
it's best
Yes,
to
madam.
date
I hear you.
in the culture. So we want to know for those who are single or courting and looking for that special significant other, those who have the experience, who are married and have the experience, is it best to date in
Mhm.
culture or is it issue? What are the advantages of dating within your culture? What are the disadvantages of dating within your culture?
You know, for me, I'm having a hard time with this topic because um I can't pick one side. I'm trying to, but I'm
It's
not able
tough.
to pick
It's
one
tough,
side.
but it's tough. But I think it's gonna boil down to personal preference, right?
Mm-hmm.
And comfort. Because I'm more comfortable when my partner can relate to my food, my music, my way of life, and all of that combined together is basically what makes up our culture, correct? So
Right.
to
True.
me, my personal preference would be I'd much rather somebody who is Jamaican because you gotta understand the way I talk. I don't like to be corrected. When like people ask me, come again, what did you say? When the part of out, you need to just know. Likewise, the food. Maggie, I joke about the food, right? Me love dumpling, but I don't like meat in a dumpling. So, me go out and buy all the food. I'm biting at the food. From a taste of dumpling. Very first time I did it. Very first time I cooked dumpling in my country come from a client.
Mona, you break up. I'm not hearing Mona properly. You hear her,
Yeah.
Ro?
No.
rejoin? Nicole.
We hardly hear you, Mama.
Hello? Okay, let me rejoin then. How am I do that? I've never done this before.
Alright.
How am I rejoin? My hang up. Hold on.
Rosie, if you can go back in where you did invite her and you will see it and you can end it from there, I think.
And re-add me? Yeah, re-add me, please. Maybe because me I join. So what I'm gonna press the X.
Right. Come really want to hear the dumpling something. Yeah.
Somebody say, I don't think it matters. You can't help who you fall in love with. As long as the person makes you happy. I think of that. Have the same standard of life and religion matches.
That's true, Chev. I agree to some extent with that.
Yes.
But you're not
the
saying
dumpling story now, cause
you can hear me better?
yeah, we
Yeah,
hear you
I hear
now.
the dumpling story.
The dumplings, every Jamaican love a good dumpling story. Cause we grew up hearing Zachariah dumpling.
Dumpling head.
No man, that one is not like Zachariah. That one was actually good. Cause I punch in the address for me, cause from right to so. You know. I swear to God, I'm gonna last. Just put no bit near. Me go pa pickles. I'm from pickles. I want to know what to go. So my husband cooked the food for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my mama tell us a country him come from, and it was my assumption that every country people put calming at them dumpling because I don't know, it's like everybody will meet from country, basically that's how them cook. My preference is mother prefer no caramel going on my dumpling. It just make it dry, like the texture of it, right? Put it in your phone call. Remember send me the pan live, me have to behave myself.
Hey, yes, when you're a performer, you can't come out of you no matter what. Someone are going with the dumpling now?
That's in Nicole. Right, alright. So, Nicole. So, Nicole, I ask him for cook the salt mackerel and dumplings for me, right? I'm going to get nervous because me I say, Jesus, Father God. Oh, me go tell the man I say. I don't like calming and I'm a dumpling. Right? So if in the kitchen, I remember I walk in the kitchen, I'm going to say, I want one where you go cook with the mackerel. I'm say dumpling and banana and such and such. I'm going to say, alright, I'm going to ask if I make mine look different here. And him say, make your what different? I'm going to say, well, I don't want to come in with a dumpling. And him look at me and him say, babe, I'm never going to put caramel in it. I'm going to say,
Yes, me the one.
So yeah, so Ramona, you honestly take the dumpling that serious?
As a God, Nicole, as a God man, as a God. But we even though we're Jamaicans, funny enough, people from town have a different brought up from people from country.
Right.
And a lot of things as Jamaicans we can relate to, but there's still a segregation
and
with
town.
country and town. Like right? Like my very first time. My very first time. What did I say again? No, not going to country. My very first time, my very first TV appearance, I was not acting. Black Road. And police come and the media came and my mother said, take off your slippers and dust up yourself and go in front of the camera and tell the people them the situation. The situation was we never have no water. No, remember, no, I laugh. About 3, I don't don't want to lie and say 3 months, maybe 3 weeks and not 3 months, but it was 3 something. There was no running water out of the pipe. A pure water truck a come, and my mother get fed up and she just tear up on Wally Pack cardboard and she say, "Oh no, come, cause Wally Pack picnic she have." So when she call the Wally Pack, it look enough, and then everybody come try.
To a community.
And she put me in front of the camera and she say, "Go on in front of the camera and tell the people them say, beard. Tell them say me not cook," and then something that she say, if I tell them I'm going for the camera and say, "Oh water, mama that no beard me. I'm not eat no cook food." And I remember I give a story to my husband and him can't relate because him grew up in the country where there was always a source of water. Him have a river right in our backyard. He never had a life where no water just never did it.
And then you see
where me are saying, because
but then look at it now,
no
Mona.
water.
Look at it now, Mona Road.
Him could have walked down the river.
Look at it now.
Mm-hmm.
That is still some sense of difference of culture, even though both of you are Jamaicans.
Yes.
It is.
You see, it's completely different because I just say it's country versus Kingston. You understand?
Oh, yeah, and in all ways of water, Remember, we have river at the back of your yard, You have water for cook, you have water for
wash,
you have water for wash, you have water for everything. We have to wait on water truck.
Well, for me,
for tree.
With culture, it's half and half for me because my husband, he is Bahamian, but he grew up partially in Jamaica. And when I was dating a full Jamaican man, it just never did a work out for me. Me never picked the right one them. A be a bullfrog, me did a pick, and no matter how me kiss them never turn prince. No prince now come.
Yeah, me know them. Me too. Me too. Me kiss my Wally Pack first in a girl.
And no prince no come. And Mona, not until we go over the waters to a next Caribbean country. Mona, me get a piece of man, you see, girl.
Oh, God.
Me never get love yet. So me would have said, me think that it's best sometimes to get out of your culture. Completely, because
no,
that's how the man
it's
treat me.
It's true, and
good.
Amazing. I can tell because girl a glow so. Girl just a glow. And girl just
the full 100% Jamaican man them never work out for me. So me would have said to people, listen, if you have tried the full 100% Jamaican man and it don't work, try a 50-50 one because believe me.
Can I know how it goes? My brother said, I'm ready. This is a one that we made in that conversation. Kenroy, I can't hear you.
We're not hear you, Kenroy.
Yes, I'm just listening.
You're not here.
The Jamaican, the females and the life just waiting to dive in and fuck the Jamaican men. So I'm not going to go with him.
No, Ro, it's not.
No, because no Jamaican man,
It's not that we are close to Jamaican men, but for me, my preference is other culture because of what I've seen and heard and experienced. The love that I get or the affection that I got, and then probably it comes down to individuality, where it depends on the individual and how they were grown. But for me, my experience is other culture. It is awesome. Awesomeness. You understand me, Ro? It never worked out with the Jamaican man. Mona, it reached to a point when the last person me there talked to me call him Christian Grey. And Ro, you know Christian Grey, you know this. And Ramona, when me finish, me said, Jesus, please me I beg you. Me no want no more Jamaican. And if it's a white man you carry come, if you have a teely wheelie, me will pray and deal with it. But me no want no more Jamaican.
Nobody join them. Guys, nobody take on the Jamaican. You know that's
here. Nako, me don't back your girl, me don't back you because as I get tired of Kingston and find one from country. I mean, I tell you, if me never find in a country, I would have just left the country. not leave the country, but just get tired of Jamaicans.
Tired.
Because after a while, you do get frustrated, but you can't give up, girl. Some nice Jamaican man there, Jamaica.
You just
girl.
never lucky.
Some nice one. They just get tired of looking, but some nice. What?
And
What the nice man that
as
out
TC
there.
would have said, me tired. Makono. Makono.
So, hold on. I want to ask you, because you see the both of you know are married, you know. I want to, because for me, I realize that especially the 90s baby, I don't know if Mona is a 90s baby, but the 90s babies tend to.
Set me up, Kenra. You want to know my age. I'm not fall for you. Set me up, Kenra.
I realize that the 90s babies, and I spoke of it already in previous episodes, that I realize that the 90s babies going upwards, they tend to have this mentality towards men, but still expect men to be warm and mushy and all of that, especially to Jamaican men. I don't know why. We need love to, Jamaican love to, and yet to make mistakes,
No, I agree.
Kenroy,
No,
you
yeah,
are
I
just
agree,
one
I
in a
agree.
5.
I agree, Kenra.
The rest of them love one too
It's
macho
so nice.
and big and bad, and them can't show. Me a man no show feelings. Man no wear pink. Man, where you say?
Number 2. You can't even call the number 2.
What?
But Kenrai, me would tell you, say, for just leave Jamaica and go find a whitey, or go find one girl from foreign. But I tell you, say, look here, the good woman them out the same way. Woman who don't want to go to your pocket, woman who genuinely love you for you, and we cook for you under the things them. No, I'm in no fish pop.
But you see, and next thing too though, you will find some black men will say them prefer white women than black women because white women don't nag. White women will do things that some women black women won't do.
True.
So
True.
you realize
True.
you
That's what I've been hearing. But for some reason I can't relate to none call because I'm not a nagger. I say what I mean by black woman nag because I know quite a few black women who them not nagging, them not bother them man, them not stress out them man and them way there. So I mean I understand that stereotype, but let me tell you something. I find that I am much more comfortable and happy with the fact that I'm with a Jamaican because you don't want to have to learn. Well, when I say you, me couldn't bother with having to learn somebody's culture and learn what they mean by keep your mouth and learn what they mean by, you know, I like the fact that it's easy for me. The challenge is he's from country and I'm from Kingston and that's enough challenge for me. Girl, I couldn't do with a white man. I've only a white friend. I've only a foreign friend and them can big up themselves, them large same way. But for David.
But all right, my husband is Bahamian, and I had to learn a new culture.
And but in a way, he's still an islander though, and him still is a Caribbean.
All right, but let me tell you something no more now. Stick a pin.
What kind of similar? What kind of similar?
But here we know with certain things. How I got away with my husband, even though he's Bahamian. Him love chicken foot. When I was living in the Bahamas, me couldn't talk around Bahamians and I go cook chicken foot. Them go, ew, how do you eat the chicken feet? They walk in mess and all of that. I'm like, oh no, understand? All right, them love crab. And when I went there, I was telling them that curry crab, like some of them that I spoke to, I was like, curry crab and white rice. Nice. And them couldn't understand what curry crab. Them not understand the curry crab whole thing because them know about crab and them have this thing them called crab and dough and crab in a rice and all of it, but them not understand the curry crab. My husband now loves crab, but he has never experienced the curry crab. I say rice and peas. Bahamian say peas and rice. So every time I went somewhere and I say rice and peas, they will always correct me. Peas and rice. I'm like, no. That's not it. It's
Yes,
rice
it's
and
rice
peas.
and peas. Yes.
So even though he
Yes.
is from a different
Yes.
culture and certain things, I really had fun learning them and understanding them culture. Them have this thing them call sauce.
Mhm.
No, sauce for me is broth. What we would have called broth, just soup water with vegetables and
Like
like
soup
Irish,
water.
them call it sauce.
Broth thing there, soup water, we call it really and truly, you know. The real Jamaican call it soup water.
Soup water. And then now, here what
Like
happened.
what is
They will
broth?
put sheep tongue in it, or chicken, or turkey sauce. So when you look in at, all right, you know as Jamaicans, our soup must have color. For them sauce not have no color, clear
Yeah,
water. And when they boil the chicken, how it look? That's how all of them sauce look. But it tastes good, and then them put lime in there. Them squeeze lime. So it was a whole different, learn a
That's
whole
what
different
girls are
culture,
cooking in
as well
Jamaica.
as, see the party I know where did shock me. You know, in Jamaica, you can't talk about oral sex. Boy. Listen. They spoke about it like it was normal. Like nothing is wrong. In Jamaica, it's taboo for us to outside and man talk about oral. Them talk about it freely. I'm like, oh no, when I talk say, them say yes. Me say, okay, yeah, but if you don't ever visit Jamaica, please don't speak that freely about it. So it was fun, honestly.
Yeah.
And then, you know, my husband now, him never eat ackee yet. And he grew up at Jamaica part of my life. And he has never had ackee and saltfish. So even when he came to Jamaica and we went out, we went to a hotel, him said, no one ackee and saltfish because he has never had it before. Because when he grew up in the country, in Clarendon, they never cook it. Clarendon.
I didn't never eat ackee and
Never eat
saltfish.
ackee and saltfish.
What a wicked man!
But Ro, for you, would you date a white woman or date outside of your culture?
Yes. Let me tell you why. Because I would have to be around the person to understand the person fully. Because
Stop that foolish, man. Come on. Put the shit up. Fuck the shit out of her.
Oh, that.
Cool, man. The people them there for them chat, man. Just go, man. Sorry about that, people.
nothing wrong with it, you know. So here was
Me up Instagram and Mama page, you know.
One of them go block you again.
What can I tell me? I go
right back to you.
Sorry.
Whatever. The part of it that I don't like persons want to video call me right through the long conversation. Me can't bother with that. So I prefer my culture because my culture women tend to understand. If me talk to you 2 times a day, that is good. Me know you.
No, Kenra, not our culture, lie ya tell. Not our culture, Ross. What you mean? We're gonna understand our culture, we're the worst.
Understand you, man.
Kenra!
Don't like a diva.
Correct. Where you find them nice corporates in Jamaican woman there. Well, when you tell her say it just on the end, she go say, okay,
Yeah, call it every
babe.
minute come on see every corner at the end.
Hey, them a call it right through. No, Mark, you mean
Yeah,
that
call.
no.
women.
Me not blow up your phone. But can I like a part of our culture, the woman them mad, them crazy.
We want
them
to
crazy, but you have to love them.
True.
And the kind of love where you want it in your life.
That is true.
But we're mad. But you have to compromise. You have to
What I'm
compromise.
glad for, you are the one saying that.
No roll to tell her say there. May I read comment?
So I'm glad that you do that. No matter some of the time.
That's true.
Can I? Alright, let me tell you something. One white man see me one time I like me. And me know within myself that I don't want the man because he's white. And honest to God, no. Honest to God, alright. A long time now. I never even had kids or nothing yet. Right? But when me, like, my culture is, dancehall culture is, right? You got 3, 4, 5 different parties for the night. And when you're tired, you got your yard. But you drink your party, you dance, you enjoy yourself. This man gonna ask me, so you go to parties at 1 o'clock in the morning? Yes, sir. 1 o'clock in the morning. Me, I go, oh. What you mean? What you mean? I mean, I go early too. I go early. Yeah, watch the clock. I watch when me I got my party. Them, me know it name that go work.
Mona,
never that go work.
I just touch that topic there. That the dancehall experience alone, if you don't understand it, don't come around. Because remember.
Thank you very much, Kenra. That's why I said, and everybody who knows me, them know I have a very active social life. Them know I like to go out. You have to understand the culture.
Yes.
For understand what time I go out and what time I come in. Oh, my look when I come in, don't question my virgin, me that dance, me that split, me that put my head up. I had a good time.
You know, the other day, I'm watching your pics on your stock, and I'm like, wow. Mona, you're lucky to find my husband will understand that you are just a dancer, patron, a veteran, in the whole dancehall arena space. So no matter that you live in Las Vegas, you're still going to bring it there. So it's still going to follow you. So I know Jamaica, Kingston, there again. I go uptown Mondays or Wednesday or whatever. You're there Vegas and you still are bring it there. So I say, whoa.
Of course. You think me can sit down? And hear mad instrument rhythm? I mean, just sit down one place. I'm gone, another maker. Dancer for my ring. Shoot, ears gone. Come on now. If you're not a Jamaican, as my husband in that party, you're going to think something possessed, you're going to think something wrong with me. You understand? You're going to say, this culture, like, what is this? Why? A man have to jump out a tree and land between the woman's leg. Like, you don't understand. This is just culture. You don't have to understand why we eat oxtail. Yeah, it's a cow tail and it's nice. Come again. What else? You eat steak, me eat oxtail.
So for both of you,
don't ask me what's a patty.
So for you and Kenroy, you guys are saying it's best to date within your culture because it's best. It works for you.
Back to what I'm saying. Yeah, personal preference. I rather. You understand? I rather, because when I'm talking about like when I grew up on certain things, so me I talk about Portmore, when I talk about certain things, you're supposed to just know. I don't like to explain myself. Me I have to explain now what Gaza and Gully mean. Me have to explain like.
Asylum. Me have to explain what asylum days is like.
And funny enough, I like that. On the other hand, I like that. I like that on the other hand because I learned something new.
So I'm a personal preference. Right.
Funny enough,
me just
I was even dating.
I travel a lot. Me know people culture, and my preference always come down to Jamaica. I always prefer a Jamaican. I always prefer Jamaican food. I'm always gonna compare it to that. It's always gonna be the center mark or the home for me. That's the home button. Whenever me tag, it's always gonna come back to because of who I am, and who I am is I'm Jamaican, and I can't deny it. It's gonna come out of me. My cooking, my style, the way I dress, the way I talk, the food I eat, the things that I'm gonna watch. it's always going to be first preference for me, and I'm always going to be biased
Towards
towards
that.
my culture.
And honestly,
So when you know,
I got the best of both worlds because yes, because my husband loves Jamaican food. So like I said, baby, cook your Bahamian food, let me taste now. No, baby, cook the Jamaican. So even within my marriage, I didn't have to go learn how to cook for Bahamian dish or anything at all. Because one, him can cook. So he will cook it, you know, to let me taste it. All right. So if we put Kenroy and Mona, I'm going to ask you a question and see if you're going to it. Let's say I'm going to cook something, right? You want to tell me what I cook. I'm going to cut it up. Let's say I'm cutting up.
Where you cut up? Where you cut up?
All right, so me a cut up. We don't do conch like that in Jamaica. Conch is Bahamian.
I love conch with a girl. Conch of any people in a girl.
Yeah, conch is a dangerous thing. Conch?
Well, Anna? No, one time, you know, me with my enough self.
Conch will get you conch.
Me with my enough self. Right? Go put more, go buy fish at seaside and see them have this something a beat. And that was the first time I learned that the seashell that we actually listen at the conch in it. Me never did know man say that name conch. So when I got it, them beat it up and them say when you go home cook this and them tell me say it's an aphrodisiac and it go make me honey. And me say Mona, me go home with the conch. Season it up, cut up okra and pumpkin and put in a file paper with butter and put in an oven. Kenroy and Mona, I nearly won the night.
And that's why I breathe.
No, this is before me meet my husband. Wait now. This is before me meet him. And I promised myself I would have never eat that something there again because listen, look at most me run to the freezer for ice. That's something that real for true. It make me honey like crazy. Then now we got married him and their main thing is conch. They eat it raw, they eat it cook. All them do when them take it out of the shell, beat it up, squeeze lime, cut up sweet pepper, tomato, onion, and sometimes them add fruits to it and then call it conch salad. So no know when my husband eat that, you know. What? Baby didn't have to come. Baby didn't have to come. And you know how much other partner me did have and no baby? Baby didn't have to come with the conch.
Yes, man. Whole heap of conch in the 2 hour, nobody whole heap of aisle that. A whole heap of honey is that just a ground. So, oh, you never have twin.
Miss say, and him eat it raw. I saw them eat it. That they call conch salad. The first time.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Other Caribbean islands are big on conch, actually. I want to say Jamaica big on it, but not as much as like Turks and Caicos, Cayman, Antigua. Over there too. Them love conch. At Turks, I go eat raw conch too. Them squeeze the lime pan to get rid of the raw scent. Them show you know when them catch it and them carry it up on the boat. Catch it and cut it up, chop it up, and mix it up with the salad. Remember, I look at it and I say, I don't know about this. But then I eat it and it's nice. But I like, oh God. I don't know if I compare it to. It's chewy. It's nice.
Nice.
And I didn't know I would enjoy it raw. But it's actually very good. Conch salad
Me not like it.
Very, very good.
The first time my husband give me when me go Bahamas, ask him when me do me carry to him go cook it. When him tell all them friend them, it's like Kenroy is like me commit a sin. Everybody's like, how could you do that? How could you? Because I don't eat meat raw. I have to cook it.
Let me ask you something. Is there anything, a food item, right? A Jamaican food item that you tell me I can't saltfish. You say never had it or he doesn't
He's
like
never had
Which
it
one?
until I cook it, give him.
Is there any Jamaican food item that him don't like, or you like?
No. He love everything.
No. Well, let me tell you now. You win because he's still Caribbean, like I say. He's still an islander. I don't know how challenging it would be for you, because like I said, you like to teach the culture anyways. I don't know how challenging it would be for you, even if he wasn't from the Caribbean. Let's say it was a man from Spain, or I never want to Africa. Cause right now, I run got Africa with one money for my give me one village right now. If I say,
Just
come
tell
here,
me when going you reach.
I have a village for you. I have a village for you, oh. And Africa, next makeup girl, me I say, what? Yeah, put up me and my husband, cause the two of we are go.
Listen,
But
but for serious, like in the comment section,
I can't.
like, all right,
Let me see.
my girlfriend from Bahamas says Bahamian men is different from a Bahamian woman. Men eat anything, so it's easier. It's easier. I guess because them say wait a man's heart, his stream stomach, so probably. But
Boy, Bahamian men, we don't be careful, you know, because it's not a good thing when we
leave them alone.
There's nothing. Leave them
Leave them
alone.
alone. May we fight with them.
Right,
You
true.
never hear a Jamaican woman say that a Jamaican, or generalize with a Jamaican man. We say, boy, a Jamaican man eat anything. Then we say, we love mackerel and rice, and we love chicken back, and then something. Then now we say,
You know, some Jamaican men eat anything. Can I? You ask some Jamaican men eat anything.
Yeah, you say move, Kenroy.
Chicken.
brothers, them, you know. So you see, I gotta make it clear. So all you know about me is alright.
All right. Even though you see, you have some Jamaican men who burn out the whole even oral sex something and them still do it under the quiet. I find that some other cultures, the man them not go on to you pan it and go on like Jamaican men behave it like it's a sin. Oh, you commit the worst sin, you should be stoned, you should be burned.
Watch them one day. The one number bunny out the most, and them one day for watch.
That's why I have no problem going outside of my culture. Maybe go outside of my culture because it never worked for me. Mona, me there Jamaican still have one little man of foreign and my Jamaican and Lord God are the worst. No sir. Me just did bad lucky bad.
Me the bad lucky too, but just come out of Kingston.
Where
That's
your
what I
husband
did.
from, Mona?
I just stopped looking at Kingston.
Big up the Clarendon man them. Big up. Any man that on this a Clarendon, big up on yourself.
You know, I'm gonna big up the Clarendon. They have to big up a special party.
You
They have to big up a special party with women. And it's not Kingston, you know. It's not Kingston. You see, St. Elizabeth, you see, if you want a wife material woman, you see St. Elizabeth women.
A brown woman, you like Kenra, you like brown woman. A brown woman, you like. And that's
like woman farm, Mona. Because them now go do them nails, and them now go do up them ears, and pocket now go hurting.
No.
Man, all them want trouble, wheelbarrow.
No work. But they are homemakers. That parish have a lot of homemakers. I'm telling you. Yes, man. St. Elizabeth.
So, what are you saying about all of the other 13 parish them, Kenra? Where yard make a yard we make? I know home.
Kingston and Moby can have some little.
Listen, no. Hold on. I'm gonna big up Kingston right now. Maybe just big up Kingston and pick up the nice girl them, the homemaker them. What go down a town and buy up them new curtain and buy up them new sheet and them spread them.
Don't
Hey, big up my Kingston girl.
You know, Tai said something a while ago, Mona. Jamaican men are caught up on pleasing their friends and not their women.
That I can agree with. As a man, as a Jamaican man, I have to agree with that.
That is true. Let me tell you something. That I look red flag. That is something that a lot of Jamaican men need to look into, because at the end of the day, and your woman you go lay down with is not your friend them. So the friend them when you try to impress, majority of the time, them friend them what them a burn out in front of you, you know. I do the things them behind closed door, you know. Them friend there, we see her with a nice girl and tell us who the girl are this and the girl are that and behind your back, them a look her.
Them are trying.
So you're friend.
Less competition them are trying have. So me understand. I saw every on the live big up yourself.
The man them will love the man them will love put them friend first.
Mona, you know, as we talk about culture, there's a culture with the Jamaican men where me can't, I'm not bashing it, but I've always been skeptic of it because men will tell you say them no love man and something. You understand? And for those who smoke, I used to smoke in college, you know, but you see that 2 half a spliff thing there? That's something when me hate, you know.
Ooh,
when them share split, not true.
2 half a spliff something there, dangerous something, you know. Very dangerous.
It actually is, but the thing is, the thing is, many people still
of course, they still do it. Them still go so. Them still kiss man.
Enjoy my sleep alone. Call me selfish.
While we're on the topic of that, right? While we're on the topic of weed and spliff, right? Another culture barrier for me is this. I'm not used to people referring to weed as drugs.
Yes.
In America, they refer to it as drugs, and that is a struggle for me. Like I can't do it when them say you do drugs. No, I don't do drugs. My burn weed, and that's different. And then I just say, weed is drugs. No, it's not. It's not. No, it is not. Stop saying that. Stop.
Mona, girl, you're so right. You see, after I moved out of Jamaica, I hear people say, when they talk about drugs, when we there in Jamaica, the only thing we know about drugs is cocaine and crack. Weed is a medicine.
Crack.
So when I go to another country, they say weed and then them say marijuana. I say that's not drugs. That's not drugs.
Girl, and I said them call it over here. So you know all me now. Me have a fight if me all day with all American man and you see me just in my moment about my weed and I come and say, ooh, look at my little drug baby. Like, what you mean? What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? You see me not no powder for my nose. I'm burning the herbs. I'm not doing drugs. It's different. It's different. Everywhere I go, I find myself, you know, explaining that to people. Like, can you please stop referring to marijuana as drugs? It is not. How that? Say with me, you doing drugs now, baby? No, boo. I don't do drugs, boo. I burn the earth, but understand that. Okay. All right. As common as weed is for weed. Coke, that powder stuff, is actually very, very common over here. And it's kind of like them kind of want to measure it up to
not
weed,
the
and I'm
same.
like, no, that's different.
I don't believe it's the same.
Not the same thing. And then according to your culture, it's okay and it's acceptable, but my culture, first of all, anything cartel say, I say go, and cartel say no coke, no crack, no coke, no crack. That's drugs, baby. Weed are different, and that's plants, that's herbs.
Look how Mona go to the herb. Is that Mona? I take everybody on the live to school to understand that this is, you know, over here they need to make you be the spokesperson for marijuana, for cannabis, or what they call it. For you educate. Mona said herbs.
Listen.
Herbs, baby.
You're burning the herb, it's different. But like Panareel, like me say earlier, I like other culture. I like learning about other culture. I like them food. I like the way them dress. I like all of that. But for me to live with somebody who is, you know, from a completely different culture, and it's not, hey, may I come, daddy? My father come if you speak. You see that?
Them a go block one again for Instagram, you know? Big up, daddy. Big up, daddy. Look for Ramona, Jesus.
Love worms. Do you think?
Is there anybody else on the live? Dan Stew, have you, knowing that you're no longer living in JA, have you dated anyone since outside of Jamaica since you've been over here? Tie.
If me did nobody,
Tie.
if me did nobody was that.
I hear from you.
If me did nobody, am I question now?
Donovan.
Blessed love. But there. Yeah, man, my wife half white, half Irish, half Puerto Rican.
Me mother, that a way out. No black, no in that no way.
I'm happy good at it. We never want to tell you, we just add him to make him tell you.
Yeah. Hey, me I tell you no, something different. It's a different experience. What me say, is a headache kind of experience, but you know, it's something where you have to, it's like you relearn everything. Food. Because sometimes, let's say, for example, now, me there at the house, because 2 different houses there, right? But they are my house now. But when me there for your house, you see, I'm going to go say now, boom, and she I go cook. Why? You can't wait for each room so me can cook up my little cow foot, my little steamed fish, and then look at something there. You get me? I say tacos. You get me? I say, you know, taco. And it's easy for you to be misunderstood. Because guess what? Enough time. Alright, you there talk about like the as it relates to like sex and them thing there. Them type of freakiness, them type of freakiness are nastiness. Because not only did I say something about like anal sex. Anal something they accepted, you know. Me have to say, yo. I feel say, yo, no move with them, some of them might say kind of rough. You understand what I say? You get me? I say, when you're about to sleep. What me say? Yeah. When you go to the boom and you're about to split, the first me ever come here, cause me not pass my split with no man. Me have my, if you want that split, me will give you a split. Me will give you a piece of weed around if you want thing.
That's what I was saying when people still share spliff. I think everybody, you know,
in Jamaica,
just roll them one.
Them could have 2 spliff, you know, them a share one first. And then like the other one and share it. So when me and her apart, me smoke with she, you know, my wife, you get me and say, but when me and her and other people, they tell her, say, listen, man, you know, do the sharing spliff together. You get me and say, me about my own spliff. You see it? But because them I say it's expensive, so, you know, them have to share it. We had it no. No, right. You see it? So, yo, me tell you the culture different.
Listen, hold on. But Donovan, like how you, and like me, that have half and half, where half Bahamian and half Jamaica. But for you that have a full, no diluted, nothing at all with Jamaican.
Yeah,
what's the difference?
Irish.
What's the difference with
and Puerto
Rican, Irish.
So what?
Wow. So the Irish part of her, what me want to ask, the Irish part of her is reflected where? Like, is it
Food.
in the way she dressed, she talked,
All right. So
spoke?
the Irish
Right.
is less because
Okay, so not
yeah,
Wall
it's mostly the
Lipa.
Puerto Rican.
Right.
Understand? Because her mom is really
Okay,
different.
so like she use Irish Spring. I eat Irish
Yeah,
potato and
yeah,
some of
yeah,
them.
yeah. But you see, all right. See, like how we would have cook like rice, a whole heap of rice. We would cook breakfast, dumpling for
Yeah.
breakfast, and dumpling and banana and them something there. Beer rice.
For breakfast?
Beer rice. You get me? I say, hey, since I come here, you know, 20 pounds, you put on.
Nothing with that. But I'm not Chinese, go to beer rice.
So that the culture we are talking about, you want a nice
I'm
healthy.
not Chinese or Irish. God, beer, right?
Yeah.
So Donovan, what she say? Hey, Papi. What's up, Papi?
Exactly. And that's it. Papi, she call me. You see?
And babes and them something there.
Yeah, no, yes, man. Hey, you know, hey, and then the Spanish will come here now. Yeah.
So Papi, so she call me Papi.
Yes, it is. Yeah, but it different.
So do you like it if you had to compare it to when you were dating a Jamaican woman? Which woman,
All right.
without anybody feeling offended, that's just Donovan's point of view, who is more calmer? Who is less stressed?
Calm. You know I'm not gonna pick we, Nicole. You know I'm not gonna pick we.
Overall, I see
No
it.
calm.
You get me? I said no calm.
No, I'm calm. I know, I'm calm. So me, I
I'm more like, you
I'm
calm?
calm.
Well,
I'm
you're a little bit
calm.
excited.
I'm
today,
so
But you see, let me see. Lose my train of thought, you know. I go again with the question.
No, when me ask you, how?
Okay.
You're saying that as long as a woman, none of them not calm.
Yeah, woman overall not calm. But yeah, the difference is that you see the love. You see love of them girl is like them have like a drum or a tank load of love and just pour it by yourself.
You know why? Can I answer that?
Yeah.
Because. Why? Because the Caribbean men carry a bigger penis than other men. So when them get that, it sweet them. So that is why them giving us so much love. It's because I'm a tool.
I hope that the Jamaican women start pour out and show some more love because honestly, I think Jamaican have a problem.
You know, say in a fear, it's not fear because it sounds to me from night. It sounds to me like when I say Jamaican women don't know how to love.
But it's true.
And that's the reason
I don't think Jamaican man them know how to love more so. Me not say nothing.
And I was just about to say, and Nicole, I share the same sentiment when it comes on to the men. Nicole seems to think that Jamaican men don't know how to love. And Donovan and Kenry feel like Jamaican women don't know how to love either. I'm going to feel like this is a problem.
Look on this. Before married to that girl.
I feel like it's a problem. I couldn't do it. Some of these things not Jamaican. I'm sorry. Like, sorry to every other nationality and culture. You're nice in our own way, but me, I need a Jamaican. I can't. I just can't. Like, brother.
Hold on, somebody say, me date to African one time. Glory.
Africa.
So it's an excellent link up here.
Who is?
Person said glory.
Who is?
Look like she gets.
No, but guys, do you really see what's happening? I'm saying the men don't know how to love. I'm not gonna say they don't know how to love.
The women don't know how to
they
love.
know how to love based on the knowledge they have of love. I just realized that the men that I dated didn't know how to love me. The love I was looking for, they weren't knowledgeable enough to love me in that way. So when I stepped outside of my culture, I found the love that I wanted, that I craved. Like, Mona, let me tell you something.
Let me ask you something. Okay, Nicole. Hold on. You said, right? You said him spend one whole heap of time or early years in Jamaica. I want to know what initially attracted you to him. Was it something Bayesian about him, or was it the fact that he did have some knowledge about the country and the culture that attracted
What
you
attracted me to
Good
him?
question.
In Bahamian accent.
Okay.
In accent, okay. All right, that makes
Glory.
Listen, the first night I spoke to him on the phone, we talked for 7 hours. Me never want to sleep. Him accent. I love when them say mother sick, Dread. Mother sick.
What is that? What that mean?
It would that be like when we said damn. But them not said damn or nothing, them go mother sick, Dread. And but boy, everything is boy.
Boy, let me tell you, boy.
Boy. Like boy.
But yo, look at me did engage to a Jamaican.
I must have made up on the live and I said that feedback.
Before I'm married to she live in a Connecticut. I mean, I tell you, say, not Bayesian, yeah. I mean, I tell you, say, me have to run left the girl. Me I tell you, what me say, me have to pack my bag and cut Jamaican. Me I tell the word.
What you say she do that? What you say she do that?
The bad
that
worst
keep me a while ago.
No, me and already engaged, is it? If I got married, but me have to cut the far.
One Jamaican? What did she do? What she do?
What? All right, but I don't, yo, you see when Jamaican grow up, run, just like how that say, a Jamaican man don't know if the emotion and all of them look something there. You get me? I say, she, all right. We don't want to talk about people in business.
Man, talk me discussion. I want to hear about the why you not like Jamaican woman no more.
No,
Talk,
man. Like them no more. But
yeah.
I just the little
that one that traumatize you.
It's like she's a compulsory.
All right,
it's
so
like
I
she's a
hear.
compulsory liar. You get me? I say, yeah.
Damn.
She let's say she goes to the boom and go breed for a man, I breed for a next man.
Why did they with
no,
her?
not why. Mad. Well, me not say no, me not say that. Me not say that. Cause anything will happen.
Oh, so me, you say no, and you're mad, like you could have.
Yeah. You don't know what go on, you see. So it's like she would have said, you know, say other man there, I feel 2 pitney them there. Go for find out on the show it say. I know, I feel 2 pitney them. You get me? I say when I father them gone, you see? When I father them gone, what gone? The woman knows say, yo, Ray, my thing. You know, you don't know what thing go. The woman not get not pay no tax. The woman not do no work. You see me? I say on that table and she knows say she can't really help me out a certain way. But she want a man. Yeah. You see me? I say,
something there.
all these little things and she one time I wake up and see her in my pants pocket. I say, yo. Yeah, I drop my pants drop. I say, yo, them girl there don't trust ready. You see what I say?
A Kingston to come from though. Watch out me I go upset more now. I did want a Kingston to come from.
Our back. Kenroy, come off our back, Kenroy. You're wicked to eat. What Kingston dear? We're half a tree dear. Eh? What Kingston dear? Like what's up? I'm not stop big up my parish, I'm not stop big up my city, big up Kingston Street, big up Kingston 11, where my born and grow, big up Cockburn Pen, Chisholm Avenue, Woodpecker Avenue, Mar Road, Bay Farm Road, Walton Park Road, Agley Park Road. Yes.
Hey.
And then Kingston 20, Boulevard, big up Patrick City, Duane Park, Sherlock, Brook Valley. Big up the whole of Kingston 20.
No, sir.
Big up Mr. Kiwak, yes. Big up the whole of Overflow. And then I go some big up Kingston 5 too. Nothing wrong with that neither.
Kingston.
That one?
Big up the
I
one.
don't know if other Caribbean women do it,
Agreeing with me. So
but
Kingston, keep
I know Jamaican women love going a man pants
Pocket.
pocket.
When me say, from me see that, me answer that one.
Well, if you wash the clothes, not cool if you wash the clothes, you have to go in the pants pocket. I mean, not the woman go in the pants pocket. If you're washing the trousers, don't you have to clear out the pocket them? Finders, keepers, losers, weepers, consider that my tip. Anything me find, I mind that.
She a confirm it, Kenra. She a confirm it.
Argument done. Kingston and
What I have to
James
say?
ladies, be careful of them, especially the ones from Mobile. Be very careful of them.
Them have strong powers. them have strong powers at work with over there.
I guess
know,
it's
since
just I guess it
since
just
we-
comes down to preference. It's what you prefer. You know, and what works for you
Yeah, man.
in any relationship. Because I guess just like how we're here debating if it's best to date within our culture, you would probably have Christians debating, should I marry somebody in my same with my same religious belief? You understand? Because you know that big two, you know,
Yeah,
a
it
Christian
makes
mustn't
sense.
be with a 7-day Adventist and all of that. So I guess it just comes down to basically your preference and what you can deal with.
I think me and my husband are opposite in many ways. We have two different political affiliations. No, none of we never voted for Jamaica yet, but we're family, quote unquote. So one orange, one a green, and this is actually the first time I'm saying that. This is the first time I say that, cause I mean heavy, serious political affiliations where it could be a deal breaker.
True.
But I mean, it's not, because it's really not that serious. If you're orange and me agreeing, it's not that serious. When election day come, you go vote, me go vote. However, I think like someone commented earlier, it really does come down to morals and values. It no matter which part in the world you really come from. If your belief system is kind of in alignment with each other, I think that's a really good starting point. If morally me believe say you know for this and you know for that and we agree upon that, that's a good starting point. We can get to the food and the music after that. But me feel like say if we understand the lines of love, loyalty, and respect, if we understand discipline in love, because a lot of people don't understand that love takes discipline as well. It's like any other art form or anything else in your life. You have to have certain discipline when it comes on to loving somebody. As long as we can understand that, we'll get past everything else after that, because love is a universal language, and we can start there. If you're not a Jamaican, it doesn't necessarily mean say, well, then I can't deal with you, because here one now, me and I speak the same language. If both of us are loving each other correctly and honestly and transparently, why not?
But the language is a barrier to, because
I know, because I was just about to say, like with Donovan's situation, it might be a little bit tricky, because I'm sure, like probably if he's around her family and they gone into Spanish, speaking in Spanish, importing, they don't know what they chat say, or even when they're in the nice little intimate act, and Donovan might touch a certain section and she go, what's wait.
Yeah.
See, Papi,
She said, see, Papi, see.
Yeah. But also the language, because look at it now, my accent kind of strong still, You see it? So
kinda. Brother, that's strong like ginger. And I'm gonna wish about that America.